I was watching this video by Mr. Lu from 186 Syfe saying that dollar cost averaging doesn't work. And I must have been quite triggered by the title. But you cannot just judge a video by its title. So I went in to watch and he explained that dollar cost averaging, the theory is correct, but the practical is impossible to execute because based on human emotions, we tend to avoid pain, right? When we see drops and losses in our portfolio, we try to avoid the pain or stop the pain by selling away our investments at a loss. That's why it's called buy high, sell low, right? Instead of buy low, sell high. The only time for dollar cost average or DCA strategy to work effectively is when you buy during the high times and you buy during the low times. But for most people who cannot control their emotions, they usually buy at the high but stop DCA when they see at the low. Therefore, the only time when your DCA strategy is going to work is when you automate it, because robots have no emotions. You can automate it, it will just buy at the same date, same amount every month without you having any manual intervention. And this is what I did. So what are your thoughts about DCA strategy? If you have further thoughts, come and join us at our over 8,000 members Telegram group at Honey Money SG to share whether you agree with dollar cost average investing strategy or do you prefer to lump sum and buy during a crash just like Mr. Lu. Now, to put it very clearly, I only dollar cost average into index funds. I do not do any DCA into individual stocks. To me, this is just my level of risk management, right? My appetite is only on the index funds level, not much on individual stocks level. So yeah, I've been doing this for more than a year and I'm comfortable with it. That's why I'm here to share how do I automate my dollar cost average strategy. And the thing about DCA is that you want to choose the cheapest cost, the lowest cost, because if you're doing small transactions per month and your transaction cost is too large, right, it will eat into your returns. So costs are the only thing that is guaranteed. Your returns are not guaranteed, so you protect your downside first. And let's start with my first platform, which is Syfe Trade. I do use Syfe Trade to do DCA every 2 weeks into QQQM, which is an ETF that tracks the Nasdaq 100 index. And if you're unfamiliar with the Nasdaq 100 index, it will track the 100 largest non-financial companies listed on the Nasdaq index. So these are mainly companies from the technological side like Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Tesla, all this. And the reason why I've used Syfe Trade is because they have 2 free trades every month, which means that I can utilize them and dollar cost average $1,000 every month by splitting into 2, $500 each. So how to automate Syfe Trade for DCA? First, you have to find your stock ETF or ticker and then click the buy in dollars market. Okay, it's not in units, right? In market. Then select recurring. Then example, you want to trade $500 per trade. Then click on frequency. You may select weekly, monthly, or whatever frequency that you deem is suitable for yourself. And once all that is set up, your recurring order is ready to be executed. But in order to execute, you need money, right? Now, Syfe also made that very simple for you. All you need to do is to set up a funds transfer via gyro arrangement. So how to do that is that you go to add funds and then select regular. Follow the instructions in the Syfe app. It will be different according to different banks. For myself, I use DBS/POSB. So you just follow the instructions written on the Syfe Trade app. So every month, Syfe will just instruct DBS to take money out of my account to put it into Syfe account. And then from Syfe Trade itself, it will just automatically place that order before market opens, and then it will execute at the market open price of QQQM. And you can see these are my historical transactions, really everything performed by Syfe Trade and DBS automatic gyro. I really didn't do anything to step in, and that's why that's an effective dollar cost average strategy. And you can see that my average price for QQQM is around $124. And I must say Syfe Trade is really one of the most effective one because no cost, free trades, and you can even use my referral code to sign up and then get some freebies as a new user as well. So that's for Syfe Trade, right? I carry on with my 2 other strategies afterward from the sponsor. I found a simple and passive way to grow my money, especially in this high interest rate environment. Introducing Smart Park by Philips Securities, and to celebrate Singapore's 58th National Day, they are currently running a promotion from 1st to 31st August 2023 by giving both new and existing customers 5.8% per annum guaranteed returns on funds deposited for 30 days. Assuming the maximum amount is 50,000 Singapore dollars, the 30-day return will be 5.8% multiplied by 50,000 multiplied by 30 divided by 365, which gives you 238 Singapore dollars of return. Here's how you can make full use of this promotion. First, make a minimum deposit of 1,000 Singapore dollars or more into your POEMS account. The 30-day period will start upon your first deposit into Smart Park. And that's all you need to do. Best of all, 0 trades are required to qualify for this promotion. It's that simple. Make sure you want to opt into Smart Park and CFD if you want to support my channel during the sign up process. So wait no more, use my referral link down below or scan the QR code right here to get your POEMS account and get that guaranteed 5.8% per annum return. Next up is Endowus, and I do use Endowus to invest my CPF ordinary account funds. So make sure you have a minimum of 20,000 set aside in your OA first, then you can decide to use the rest of your OA to invest. And I choose to invest in Endowus Fund Smart strategy, specifically in the Amundi Prime USA fund. So this fund will track the largest and mid-cap companies within the United States region, and it has a relatively low fund level fees of 0.05%. And Endowus will charge another 0.3% per annum for their management fee, and the total fees will be 0.35% if we combine the pricing. How to set up your Fund Smart strategy? You have to create a goal, then select your own funds. Go to Fund Smart, select CPF because that's what I'm using, CPF to invest. Then search for Amundi Prime USA fund. And my investing strategy will be a recurring $1,000 monthly. So assuming you have your CPF investment account set up, it will just take money out of your CPF every month to invest based on the frequency. Now do remember that CPF has to charge you $2 plus GST per trade, and also a quarterly service fee of $2 plus GST as well. If you want to look at my returns, I started this portfolio in April 2021, so more than 2 years already. 2021 was a bullish year, and then 2022 was a bearish year. I went through the up cycle and the down cycle, and the investing DCA didn't stop at all. And right now you can see that my simple return is 5% or 1.9k Singapore dollars in profits. Of course, Amundi Prime USA didn't exist back then. It was Lionglobal Infinity US 500, but both of them will track the top US companies which are listed on the S&P 500. So that is what I'm investing for, the S&P 500, which is the main difference, right? Because Syfe I invested in Nasdaq, while for Endowus I invested in the top US companies similar to S&P 500 index. Now my final DCA strategy is in MoneyOwl, specifically in the Lionglobal Infinity Global Stock Index Fund Class C SGD. This fund will track the MSCI World Index, which means only for developed markets. So these are excluding your emerging markets like China. And the expense ratio is pretty high at 0.42% for the fund. And then MoneyOwl charges another 0.4%. So totaling up to 0.82% on the total fees. Now the thing about MoneyOwl CPF portfolio is that you cannot really choose what you want to invest. There are only 3 sets for you to choose based on your own risk appetite. Either you want 60-40, 80-20 or 100% equity. I chose the 100% equity because I don't believe you should have any bond component if you're using CPF to invest. CPF itself is already a very good bond component, so why take the money out of CPF to invest in another bond component which has more risk? So how to set up this portfolio through MoneyOwl is that you go to App Portfolio, and then you select personal account, go to CPF OA if you're using CPF OA to invest, then select your risk profile. For myself it's 100%, then set up whether it's a one lump sum or monthly deposit. For myself it's a $1,000 monthly deposit. And now let's take a look at my returns on MoneyOwl, right? So take a look at my portfolio. Return since June 2022 is a 10% positive for simple return and 17% for time-weighted return. So you see, I started this in June 2022. That was during the bear market. That's why timing is very important. If you started during a bull market, you may see losses, but if you started during a bear market, that's where you can see significant gains when the markets have recovered. So to sum it up, I dollar cost average a total of $3,000 every month, $1,000 in QQQM via Syfe, $1,000 in the Amundi Prime USA via Endowus, and $1,000 in the Lionglobal Infinity Global Stock Index Fund Class C SGD via MoneyOwl. My point is that you have to really automate your DCA, just like what Mr. Lu said. Otherwise, it will not work. During bear markets and during market corrections, you will stop the DCA. And the reason why I really automate it is because I can make it a passive investment, and then I focus my time on other more important stuff like building my business and generating more passive income. And if you are like me, thinking of passive income ideas, then I can show you what are my 7 ideas of passive income that generates me more than $1,000 every month.